What's up everybody, welcome to We Do Tech. So these are my current two mining systems. So this one is actually my old system, except the two graphics cards of course. So it has my third generation i5 3570K with 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM. You don't need that much RAM, it's just in there because it's in there. So the power supply is the Corsair GS600, so it's 600 watt power supply. The fan up here is just to help cool the Corsair power supply because the fan did break and now I have to do like a custom thing there. So, but it keeps it nice and cool, so don't worry about that. So the two graphics cards are Gigabyte GTX 1060 G1, so 3 gig versions. So they mine pretty well. Of course, not as good as the AMD cards, but for the price and the well, no, they're pretty expensive. But for what they mine and the power they consume, it's not bad. And they do stay pretty cool. I think these are only at 65 degrees and they're mining at like at full load, so it's pretty cool. So this is my first one, so it's in my Landboy case. Was actually like one of my first cases, so still love the thing. But moving on to my other system, so this is my previous case, the NZXT Switch. So at the moment this has a i7 930 inside, and as you can see it's a pretty big board, having 6 RAM slots. At the moment this one only has 8 gigs of RAM in because, like I said, you don't really need that much RAM. So this graphics card is my EVGA GTX 980 4 gig. So this was my previous graphics card before I got my Asus GTX 1060. So the second card is a PowerColor R9 280X. So the thing about these two cards are they run pretty hot and they use a lot of power compared to those two. So I'm using a Raidmax Cobra Power 700 watt bronze rated. So it does supply enough power for these cards and they run pretty well, pretty cheap as well, so that's nice. It's just dirty. So these were mining underneath a desk a while ago, so they are a bit dirty. But anyway, yeah, so these are my two systems. We want to show you, this is also just a fan to help cool, nice Corsair fan. So at the moment, both of these two cards, the 1060s, are getting about $2 each a day. And then these two are getting about $2 and $3 around there. So about $5 and $4 out of this system. So these two do mine pretty well. I am planning to get more 1060s just because there's actually, well, you can get a bit of stock of them. Any AMD card you're really gonna struggle to get stock, so that's why. But I'll quickly show you guys what these mine and then how they perform. So yeah, these are just my two systems. Okay, so this is the first system with the two 1060s inside. So I'm currently using TeamViewer just to check everything's going on because I don't have additional screens just to use for my mining systems. So yeah, I'm using NiceHash. NiceHash is probably one of the easiest ones for me to mine. It picks up everything. You have all your details, everything here that you can actually see how much you're making. So I can see with Dagger Hashimoto, I'm getting about 37 mega hashes a second, and that gives me about $4.2 per day, which isn't bad. I know with the price drop now it did go down, but a while back, like I said, I did make almost $8 with this system. So that was hopefully it goes back up, but just want to show you guys. So it's running, it's very simple. If you haven't watched my how to mine Bitcoin videos, you can go check that out as well. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys. So it's very easy just to set everything up. So yeah, it's running pretty well. I can see everything per day. It will fluctuate every now and then. It will change to mine different currencies. So then it's gonna exchange that and pay you out in Bitcoins. So this is the first one, which is Landboy. So that's actually my case's name. So this is the first one. I'm quickly going to show you guys the second one. Okay, so this is the second system with the GTX 980 and the R9 280X. So at the moment I'm making about $4.5, $4.6 per day. It will fluctuate, of course. At the moment it's mining Zcash, so it's mining with souls. Getting about 300 almost out of both the cards each. So that's 2.3, 2.2 around there per day, which isn't bad. Like I said, with NiceHash, it's going to fluctuate between different currencies and just pay you out in Bitcoins. So at the moment, it's drawing about 175 watts on, I think it's only the 980, which is also running about at 80 degrees. So this is all because the AMD card also runs pretty hot. Let me see if I can open up that. Okay, so this is with MSI Afterburn. I can see the 980, the R9 280X isn't showing for some reason, but it should be about at also 80 degrees. So fans are running only at 45%, so that's not too bad. So let's go back to the Landboy and see how hot that one is running. Okay, so now we're back to the 21060s. So the first one is running at about 64 degrees on 42% fan speed, which isn't bad. Jumped up a bit, but it's fine. And the second one, which is the bottom one, is running at 61 Celsius at 37% fan speed. So they are not getting hot at all. Also, the fans on the side is also helping a bit. So that is pretty nice. That's the nice thing about the 1060s. They mine pretty well, but they stay cool compared to the AMD cards. The AMD cards do get relatively hot, so that's a nice thing about the NVIDIA cards. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to show you guys my mining system and how it mines. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions also about like NiceHash and stuff, you can go check out my video. Like I said, how I explained how NiceHash works and how to mine Bitcoins and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know a lot of the gamers is probably gonna hate me and everything, because I know there's no stock of graphics cards or anything, and it's the miner's fault. So I'm sorry about that, guys, but they do actually make you money, and because of that I can actually like pay rent. So these cards actually almost cover my rent. So that's the reason I am doing this, because it helped me out a lot. But yeah, I am planning, like I said, to get more cards, and then I'll make videos on that as well. And then all the other, I'm planning on to do other builds as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And then I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, guys.